Hello. So today I am making cake pops, and it is Easter, so I am making cake pops that are little chicks. And here are the ones that is my first batch, and the ones that are kind of drying here. Um, so this is what they look like. They're pretty cute. I don't know if you can tell on the camera that how cute they are, but they have like little eyes and a little beak and little feet. And I will show you how I get those little cute chicks. For all I do is bake a cake. Okay, so here's my cake, and that's all I've done is baked it. And then I'm gonna need to crumble it. Okay, so all I've done is basically cut it into little pieces. So then what I'm So all I did, and then I use this little pan, and then I use like a baking sheet, and I just put wax paper on here so they don't stick. It's been the best thing for me. I tried like parchment paper, but the parchment paper, it doesn't work as well. I don't put any like Pam or anything. I don't put any butter, nothing like that. I just kind of roll a ball in my hand, so you can kind of see here. And I don't think I make a perfect little ball. I try to get as close as I can. And that's about the size of a ball that you use. You don't want it too big, because then what happens is it'll fall off the stick. So when you stick the stick into the little candy ball, it'll fall off if it's too heavy. But they're really not that big. They're kind of like a little donut hole, maybe. You know, like Munchkins at Dunkin' Donuts. That's probably about the size, maybe a little bit smaller. It's been a while. Okay guys, so here's kind of the finished product. What I've done is I've just basically rolled all the little cake balls, and then I put just kind of what I was using. So I went and got these lollipop sticks over at Michael's, okay, and they're just regular old lollipop sticks. These are not like the longest ones, but these are like the second longest ones. Like decorate on the little chicks' faces. This is by Wilton, and it's just, this one's black decorating gel. I don't know if you can zoom in on that. And then this one is orange. Okay, so it might be a little bit. Let's see if I can. So it just kind of comes out of the tube. And that's how I draw their little faces. And then all I used was the Wilton Candy Melts. And these I got in just the yellow color. I don't know, it just says yellow on the color of the package, so it's nothing like special, non-special color. So here are my little chicks. These were the ones I liked in my first batch. So the others I'm going to stick in the freezer for about 15 minutes so that they can cool for a little while. Again, these are the ones on the cookie sheet. I'm going to stick them in the freezer for 15 minutes, and then I'll be back and I'll show you how to candy coat them. Okay, so I've taken the candy melts, and sorry for the mess, but I've taken the candy melts and just put them in a bowl. And then all you do is really put them in for a minute, and I didn't, because I don't have one of those really nice big glass bowls, and so this is just a regular like kind of cereal bowl. I am going to take out the cake pops, so I just kind of put them in the fridge. You know, so initially I had them in the freezer, and then I kind of put them in the fridge so that they become kind of a little bit more hard. So I'll show you what they look like. So I just had them on a little, you know, cookie sheet, and I just used the wax paper. So that's what they look like after coming out of the fridge. I'm going to take one of those Cake Pop sticks. So these are the little sticks, okay? And what I do is I dip it in the candy melt initially, just about that much. So as you can see, it's really not that much. And then what I do is I kind of stick it into the center of the cake ball. Now the reason why I do that is that it kind of seems to help hold it in place, the little cake ball. And then what I do is I bring the little cake ball over here to the bowl. And let me see if I can bring the bowl a little closer. And I kind of just dip it in to the center. A lot of times it'll cover it, and then I kind of just take the spoon and fill it in to the center so that the entire cake ball is covered. Okay, so you can see when I take it out, the whole cake ball is covered in that nice yellow color. And because I use chocolate, which I think is a really big mistake, I probably won't do that again. You can see that a lot of the yellow comes off, and you can almost see the brown chocolate underneath, but that's okay because I'm just double dipping them in, and they look fine. Now to tap off the excess of the candy coating, so what I'm doing is actually just holding the stick and tapping my arm with my other hand. So I'm holding the stick in my right hand, and I'm tapping the forearm of my with my left hand of my right arm, so that you can see how it kind of just falls right off. You see that? And there will be a fair amount that comes off, more than you would expect to come off of it. And when you stop tapping, and sometimes I mess this up too, and sometimes I miss a little piece here. It's kind of when you pull it up and you look at it, you notice that there's no little like globs trying to sneak off. If you do, just go ahead and try and tap off the excess from those also. That way, you know, you get a nice little coating around it. Now, mine don't come out super perfect, every one of them. Some of them do and some of them don't. But you can kind of see what it looks like. You can see I'm kind of holding it upright, and I'm looking to see if all the excess kind of fell off, which it looks like it kind of did for the most part. Okay, so you can see I'm holding it and nothing's dripping off. Then what I do is I take it over here to my little styrofoam block. So again, I picked up this block at Michael's. It's just a regular styrofoam block, and all I do is just stick it in there so that it kind of holds it in place nicely. So you can see these were already double dipped, and they're dry now, and they're ready to put on the little chick face with the gel. So all I do is just kind of prop it up in there and let it stay. Okay, so my little yellow ball chicks are hard now. They've been out for about a half an hour, no, I'm sorry, more, like an hour and a half, I'm sorry. And now they're ready to have their little face painted on. So for this, I just do a really, really simple kind of eyes and a little beak and feet. I'm using that Wilton orange gel, the one that I've shown you guys before. It's not focusing, but so all I really do is go to the front of the little face here, or where I imagine a face to be, and I draw like what looks like a little beak, and then I put little feet down here on the bottom. Okay, and then I'll go through. I mean, I am not that particular on how perfect they look. I know people probably make really perfect ones. Mine are really kind of simple, but I think they're really cute still. And you'll get the picture once I color in the eyes. So you can see how I'm kind of filling them in. They look kind of funny right now, but you'll see they'll look more like a little chick. Okay, so all my little ducks have their little beak and their little feet. And then what I do is I take the black gel, and all I do is put on little eyes. So just one little dot here, a little more than that. I make super tiny eyes, but you can make eyes whatever size you want to make. But I make these cute little ones because I think they look much cuter with little eyes. So I'm doing a really terrible job here, guys. Sorry. The others came out so much better. This one kind of looks like he's got a black eye. So yeah, I just kind of go through and put a little black eyes on all of them.